So this is a thing that is getting me about the whole topic of influencers being boring. Everything being, I guess, a duplicate. I think it's time that we realize that influencers are influencing each other and not necessarily normal people. There are so many people who want to be an influencer nowadays. To me, it's so crazy because a lot of them are just copying each other. They're not really trying to influence things from their perspective of, this is what I like. It's about what's trending. People have these same aesthetics. When I tell you, I can pull up on TikTok or YouTube, people have the same type of aesthetic apartments or similar aesthetic apartments, or they're striving for that type of lifestyle. I understand it, that something can be coveted, but at the same time, to me, it's like, why would you try to keep up with the Joneses when the bank account don't reciprocate the Joneses budget? You know what I mean? It's just too much to keep up with. A lot of these people have the same outfits. There's nothing unique about it. Same decor. It's the same type of vloggers. Same type of routines. They're shopping at the same places, buying the same things. It's just very repetitive. It's so crazy because when I think about it, it's kind of, oh, this thing is popular, let me go buy it. And then so many people have it. Of course something is popular because all of you influencers are talking about the same things. And then it's the fact that a lot of them are not using the products long enough. It's just,
oh, look at this new lipstick. It's supposed to be moisturizing.
Use it for 2-3 days. Look at this next new lipstick. Look at this lip oil. It's like, girl, how many products? And maybe it's because I'm actually on a budget. People will be sharing these lip oils every time somebody's talking about a lip oil, a lip oil, a lip oil. And I'm like, whatever just happened to lip balm or a lip gloss from the beauty supply? What's going on? Why are we spending $20, $30, $40 on a lip oil? I'm not understanding. And again, I have to remember, I would probably be the same way if I was a little younger. But at the same time, it's always interesting when people, especially influencers who are reflecting on their purchases, when they share, oh, I bought this. Why did I spend my money on this? This is not as good as this drugstore product or something like that. You know, it's just very much given this is a fad. This is something that a lot of people are talking about, but whether it's believable or not, whether it's worth the money, is always my thought process. Is this actually worth the money where I need to repetitively buy the same product over and over again? Or can I find something that's cheaper? Because spending money on something you cannot afford. So there's a few people that I watch. They were sharing how they buy Touchland sanitizers. And in my head, all I'm thinking is, you're spending $20 on a sanitizer when you can get a big bottle for like $8. They already have minis that are under $3-4. You're spending $20 on a sanitizer? And I know Touchland works with, or they'll give you PR packages and stuff, but I could not imagine spending $20 on a little handheld sprayer. I just cannot, unless it's like on sale. If it's on sale, that's one thing. Where if it's like $7, $6, actually no, I still can't, because again, I can get a big bottle for under $9. If I know something works the same way and I can get more for the product, more bang for my buck, as they say, I am not gonna be spending, because literally yesterday, I was like, you know, people keep talking about this. Let me see what Touchland is about. And then when I saw it was $20, I'm like, $20 for a sanitizer? This must be luxury. Because I'm like, this ain't me. Instantly, I was like,
You've gotta be kidding me.
And then rolling over to the next factor, getting an aesthetic place to stay when it's not within your budget. There have been so many people that have talked about how they got a luxury place And then within them staying in that luxury place, they realized that they couldn't afford staying there because the brand deals or the advertisement money wasn't enough to cover their cost of living. So they were going into debt staying in a luxury place just to keep up the aesthetic and appearance because people like that aesthetic and appearance, which is very dangerous. If you're an influencer, please be mindful of how much you are spending versus how much you are receiving. Please be mindful. It's one thing if you already there, if you already up there making a decent amount of income for the year and it's steady where you're gonna be okay. It's another thing if you have not even reached that point. You're trying to keep up with this lifestyle and you're not even getting paid, shoot, $200. Even then, still, don't live beyond your means. Be mindful, be realistic. And then there's also the factor that a lot of people, other influencers, are going and buying these products that these other people, are receiving or are buying, and they're thinking,
oh, a regular, average, everyday person is probably gonna buy this.
Again, I'm going back to the hand sanitizers and the lip oils. Don't get me wrong. There are everyday people that like a little luxury, but I could not see myself going out of my way to spend a decent amount of money on something, especially if it's not a lot of product in there. I've been seeing so many people talk about these lip oils, the container real small. Babe, just pass me a lip balm, a Burt's Bees lip balm. I'm good to go. It keeps my lips from being chapped. I am so good to go. Maybe I put on a little ruby kisses on top of it or something from the beauty supply, but it's no. We need to be a little bit more realistic about our pockets, okay? And being more realistic about the average consumer as well. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of women who like this type of stuff, but at the same time, I do feel like it's really just influencers being the consumer of other influencers. It's not necessarily the average person being the consumer of influencers, from my perspective. However, now, to be honest, I guess the average consumer wants to be an influencer. It's a very just bamboozling space to be in. Because don't get me wrong, to some degree I am an influencer myself. However, I am very honest about my thoughts about certain products that I use. I try to be very transparent because I'm gonna be real. When I was younger, I feel like I over-exaggerated certain things, or I made it seem like, oh, this is a must-have product. It's not. It's not. With me being in my 30s, it's something that happens where, I'm very much more realistic now. Is this something I actively use every day or every week? Is this actually worth spending the money on? If not, probably shouldn't promote it to people. A lot of influencers have this FOMO, this fear of missing out when it comes to,
I really want this product. Oh no, it's sold out.
And they will really search for this product high and low. I can't tell you how many videos I have watched of people searching for some specific product. Every vlog.
I need to find this. I need to get my hands on it.
Especially when I've seen that you already have a product that you genuinely like already. And then for you to go searching for this product that has been overhyped on social media, and you to come back and then only for you to finally get this product, you happy about it. Then you try it out and you share that it was not impressive. And you did all of that worrying and driving all about town to find this specific product for what? Or for you to use the product once and then forget about it and you're on to the next thing that's popular. It is just so crazy to me. It is very much wild to me. I am very much an influenceable person when it comes to specific things, specifically food. One thing about me, if I see a new food coming out on one of these little snack food accounts that I follow on Instagram, I'm going to want to go get it. I'm gonna want to go buy it. But when it comes to the beauty products and stuff, girl, if my regular skin routine works for me, I'm not about to go and switch it up. That's just me. That's how I feel. Because I'm like, there are some new things that I will try when it comes out and I'm interested. But there are other things where I'm just like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If it's something tried and true that I know that's not going to be discontinued, I'm going to keep buying it. Then there's also the fact that, and there's nothing wrong with trying new products, but I will say it is so crazy to me when I look at people's vlogs and they'll have rows and rows and rows of makeup, and all in my head I'm thinking is, dang, a lot of that is expired. And something about that would just make me mad, because I already get mad myself when certain products go expired, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of people be having these breakouts and they'll be like, oh, I need to change my skincare. Babe, your makeup's expired. That's the issue. Literally, it's expired, and that's why your face is breaking out. You don't need to get new skincare. It's your makeup. It's old. It's old. You need to throw it out. And I think that's the thing that's getting me. I know how I am, so I just know I would be like, you telling me I got all this makeup this year, and I gotta use it within this amount of months. 6 months. Otherwise, it's gonna make my face break out, pimply, patchy, and you don't be thinking about it. When you live in your day-to-day life, you're not naturally thinking, oh, I gotta go through my makeup, or when did I buy this? You're not thinking about it. So, I don't know, it's just something to consider. But there's also the issue of whenever something is trending, sometimes you may not realize it, but sometimes it can prey on your insecurities and make you feel like, because I don't have this product, I'm not being the influencer I'm supposed to be, or because I don't have this popular coveted item, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, or I'm not in this luxury apartment, so I'm not really an influencer for real, or I don't have this camera. It's like a mental health drain. It just, when you really think about it, because I'm not gonna hold you, there were some points within me doing this YouTube thing where I felt like that, where I would be like, man, a lot of people are using this camera. Maybe I should get a camera. But obviously, my mindset went back real quick, because I'm like, I'm not about to spend $100 on a camera and then also have to spend money to buy the lens. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. It's very wild to think about when you really break stuff down and you realize it's all just a mental mind. I don't want to cuss, but it's just, what are we really doing here? Again, there is nothing wrong with buying new things, but when you start feeling the pressure that
I need this, I need to have this in order for me to be this,
like it's a competition, and I get it, but it's not healthy. And also, try new things because you want to try new things, and it don't have to be the same stuff. Look at other things that are out there, because not everybody has to be onto the new product, because a lot of times these products come and go. There are some that are tried and true that stick around forever. Or don't, if you want to do drugstore, because at least that's more affordable. It's something to think about. The other thing that is always a concern too is a lot of these influencers will steal ideas and act like they were the originator, like they came up with it. If somebody is your inspiration, I feel like there's nothing wrong with just saying inspired by such and such name. Give a little tag or something, but people really just be taking people's ideas or emulating their whole account, which is weird. I know people can be inspired, but sometimes I will see stuff verbatim, and I think the thing that's weirder is when somebody calls them out on it.
I don't even know who this person is.
Be so for real. Or somebody could have been copying from another person, but they don't want to acknowledge the people because for whatever reason, people don't want to share, I guess, other people's content, which has always been weird to me. If you are inspired by somebody, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by somebody, but if you're taking somebody's stuff shot for shot or word for word, that is so weird to me. The originality is very much lacking. And at the end of the day, do what you want, live for you, be original, find yourself within figuring out what you like, because sometimes the pool dries up, I like the concept of being different, of embracing myself, being who I am, but it's just very weird to see so many copies of the same people. I don't understand. Well, I understand wanting to belong, but at the same time, it's kind of scary to copy or to lose yourself in the process. It's like, well, what do you like? And I understand a lot of people may be interested, may like similar things, but at the same time, is that what you like? Is that what you want to do? Is this what you're interested in? It's okay to be different. It's okay to like different things, to try different things. It's okay to be on a budget, to not spend your money on something you cannot afford. It is okay to be realistic. But the whole comparison thing and the striving and the growing or building upon people's insecurities, I don't know. I just don't get it. Influencers are influencing themselves. The average consumer, I feel like, may not be interested in some of this stuff, but at the same time, it really seems like the average consumer is an influencer at this point. And I understand people want to become influencers, but to me, how do you influence when you're always influenced? You're not trend setting, you're not trend starting, you're just taking other trends that other people like and you're saying that you like it too. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like every time because you saw this YouTuber, this Instagrammer, this TikToker talking about a specific product, every time they come out and say that they found this product that they absolutely love, you have to do it. But they come out with a new product every week that they really love. Girl, you only have one body. How many lotions are we gonna use? How do you even know if this lotion moisturizing and you just used it today? And you only just put it on. You haven't worn it for a decent amount of hours. Please inform me. I don't know. You know, I'm just yapping. I never would have thought this would be life where so many people are copies of each other. It's none of my business, but it is concerning. It's really something. And I know a lot of people are talking about the topic of influencers are boring, they're not original. I mean, to be fair, I was kind of influenced to create this topic, but I wanted to share my own 2 cents. When you're too influenced, do you lose yourself? Who really are you? What do you actually like? Or are you just trying to keep up with the trends because you feel like if you fall off, you are no longer the influencer that you would want to be? Or are you trying to be somebody else and emulate somebody else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about how influencers are copying each other? How do you feel about influencers as a consumer? Do you not believe in them? When they say something is so great, what are your thoughts about it? Does it motivate you to want to spend? Are you an influencer yourself and you feel like you are overwhelmed with the many products that people say that you should try, the many products that come out that you feel like you have to compete to get before they are sold out? Let me know in the comments down below because I'm always curious. Feel free to check out my influencer discussion playlist where I share my thoughts about the influencer lifestyle. I will probably come out with more videos about doing the influencer thing as well as my thought processes on the whole ordeal. Feel free to check out my other playlists. They will be linked down below in the description box. But I'll be seeing you guys again soon. Stay blessed, stay positive.